Hey everybody, so just another monkey business type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Another X's and O's story out in the treehouse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got all that, and so we got some chili relleno right now with some Chico's taco sauce. So while we're here, the story that I want to talk about. The story that I want to talk about in the X's and O's story, it was about Liz, and I met her there at the college. I used to play pool, shoot pool with everybody around. And me and the guys used to play pool there a lot. And we went, at that time I was with Cindy with the C. And I had met this girl, and I had seen her, and you know, they invited me out to a club out there at New Cincy. It's like a 2-story little bar. Huh? Oh, okay. I'll be right there, Grandpa. Thank you. You can put it on the sofa and I'll grab it. And so we'll go out to the... Yes, sir, I will. Yes, sir, I will. And so, sorry, I'm at Rafiki's house, my grandpa. And so, we go about everything. We go out to the bar. We go out to the second story. And while we're there, hey, Theo.
You want to turn off the light?
I'll turn it off.
Oh, okay.
And then, so we go to the bar. And while we're there at the bar, start dumping back some drinks. Just go off, And so we get our drinks in. We were with one of her friends, Yvette. And so we come down. When we're coming down the second stairway coming down, this dude's coming up. And he sees her and he starts talking to her. He's like, hey, let me get your number. You're pretty. You're very beautiful and all of this. And she's like, oh. So, okay. So he writes down his number on a piece of paper. Hands it to her. And she's all smiling and all this. And I just look. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit jelly. And so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I got a little bit jelly, and somebody wants some cheese. So sitting in the car, we're going down, and I start saying, "Oh, did you like him or what?" And she's like, "He was all right." So I was like, "You gonna call him tomorrow? You gonna hit him up or what?" I guess at that time, she was having problems with someone that she was with. I think they broke up. Yeah, I think they broke up. And so we go off, and we're in the car driving, and I'm in the back seat. Yvette's in the passenger, and she's driving. We pull up right here, right where my cousin's truck is, right here. They're about to drop me off. And we get here, and I'm about to leave, and she's like, "Ignacio." Let me quote that. She says, and I quote, "Ignacio, do you think that you can go with me? I feel a little bit drunk and I'm kind of scared. I gotta drop off Yvette, and I just don't want something to happen." So I said, "All right, I'll go with you." So we get ready and everything. You guys want a bite? There you go, brother. So we go through the whole ordeal. She starts driving. I'm in the back seat, just listening to the tunes, just relax or whatever. We finally get to Yvette's house. I think it was an apartment. Can't really remember. So we drop her off, and she's like, "Okay, bye." So she gets out. I'm sitting in the back seat, and she's like, "Ignacio, why don't you jump up to the front?" I'm like, "All right." So I go up to the front seat and sit down in the passenger and everything, and just chilling. We start talking. She's driving back, and I was still jelly, so I kept bringing it up. I was like, "So what's up with that guy or what?" So I don't really like him like that. I was like, "Well, you accepted his number, I mean." And she was like, she didn't really say anything. So we pull up, and we kind of park behind where my cousin's at. And we sit there, and I was like, "Are you in a rush?" And she's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, okay, is it cool if I talk with you for a minute?" She's like, "Yeah." So we start talking, and one thing, before you know it, we lock eyes. We just like, and she sees me, and she's like, "I really like you." Oh no, I told her. I was like, "I really like you." And then like I kind of lean forward and give her a kiss, and she's like, "Oh." After that, we just started talking and everything a little bit longer. And after that, she was like, "Well, what about Cindy?" I was like, "Oh," that's when it hit me. I was like, "Dang, Cindy with the C." I was like, "Oh, goodness." I was like, "That's true." I was like, "You know what? I gotta get out of the car." So I got out, and she's like, "Ay, Ignacio, you're so fucking crazy." And I was like, "Oh, I was like, I know. So I come out over here and I go back inside. She was a very beautiful woman. The next day I go back to the college. I guess she felt bad about what she did. And they got back together. And I was walking with Cindy with the C, and I started walking with her. And then I walked past them. I'll show you the spot tomorrow. I walk past them, and I see her sitting there. And she just looks at me, and she's just like, drops her head like shit. I was like, you know, maybe it was supposed to be like that, but if it was different, still would have took care of you. But I really did like her though, a lot. I can't say love because, you know, I can't say that I loved any of my exes. I could just say I really, really cared about them. Because I didn't know them on that kind of level, you know? And plus, you know, I've been together before, so. But that was, I guess it was just a conversation that we had that just really, like, made me really care about her. And so, and seeing her again with somebody else, it just kind of hurt me. And I guess her and the guy that she was with had a baby. Well, I don't know, I'm not omnipotent, but I had seen her pushing a little baby cart, a little stroller around. Well, I was at work one day, and I wanted to go and congratulate her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I wanted to congratulate her, but I couldn't. She just kept walking. She ignored me. It's when I used to work there at my mama's restaurant, or my Oma's restaurant. I couldn't see her after that. I didn't ever see her after that. Sidetracking. I also knew a girl named Victoria. And we weren't really official. And keep in mind, this is all the times that me and my vieja weren't together. This was times when she was going out doing her thing, I was doing my thing. We were really young at that time. And Victoria, we would go here and we'd drive off just to go talk and smoke. We'd go drive up. Just right there, right around the corner. And we'd be smoking there. Because, you know, my grandpa, he doesn't like us doing that kind of stuff, like smoking and all that. So I would smoke there with her or whatever. And I come back. I could smoke here sometimes in the front. Could smoke right here. Like kind of late at night, so that way nobody really saw us. And even my vieja, we were here a couple of times. We would stay here because when we were homeless, we didn't really have no place to stay. We stayed here a couple of nights. There was one time we were laying down in the bed because I had to use the bathroom to poop, and she was in the shower and she was like really nervous. She didn't want like somebody walking in while she was showering. So she's like, can you just sit in here in the bathroom and just like pretend take a poop, but stay here and then finish. That way when you're done, you can go out and shower. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. So I sat there and she starts taking her shower, and then I'm sitting there waiting for her and everything, finishing up my poop. We go into the room and we lay down and we're sleeping in my uncle, the Bear Clan, started sleeping in his room. I was in his room before he was living there. And so we lay down and we're like going to sleep. And then my cousin, he comes in and tries to scare the shit out of us. Him and my other cousin, they got back from the bar or party. I don't know where the hell they went. And so my cousin comes in, my cousin Jacob comes in and I hear, what the hell? And I look, and then my vieja gets all scared. She pulls up the blanket like that. She's like looking like, oh shit. He's like crawling on the bed like that, crawling up like this slowly, and then like she's like looking. She was about to kick him in the fucking face and shit. I was like, hey, what are you doing, cuz? He just like, if it wasn't for somebody honking outside, he like wakes up. He comes outside of the living room or whatever, and he starts like pretending he's all drunk and shit. I see him lift up the sofa. We had a recliner sofa. He picks it up, puts it down, and then like my grandpa comes out. He's like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, nothing. So I knew he wasn't drunk. So I was like, what the hell? And so he just comes outside, and then like they take off or whatever. And I remember my vieja, she was all scared. The next morning she tells me, oh, I don't know, I'm too scared to stay here. I was like, no, that's cool. It's like, can we go now? I was like, alright. But I don't know if they just got the wrong idea or what. But just bringing in some old memories while I'm here. Yeah, me and my vieja, we have a lot of memories. She's a person I've been with for a very, very long time. I respect her just as much as she does me, but I love her a lot more than she could love me. Cause I'm man of head of household. She's playing, no, but I really do love her though. I don't know the amount of love she's got for me. I'm a nitpick, can't really say. But I will say that I do appreciate her and the people that have been in my lives. Because I wasn't the easiest person to deal with, you know? Ooh. Empanada. Ahí está. Yeah, I wasn't the easiest person to deal with at that time, so you know, I can understand. But we was young. I wouldn't say I was dumb. Just say, you know, I was always like scared to be alone. And you know, I've had my heart broken a couple of times. So like, I know for sure, you know, like I'm really petrified of love. Oh yeah, check it out. Got me my feather. I get petrified of love, what it can do to me as a person, because love hurts. When you really love somebody and then things get let down, don't go as you planned. Because me and her used to argue a lot, like really bad arguments, and we'd break up, make up, break up, make up. But I didn't ever take away the time that we were together. I always counted those times, just as she does, learning experiences. Because I always told myself, you know, If she loves me, she'll come back around. Now, I'm not omnipotent. I can't say what she would do when we were broken up, but as a normal person that thinks a lot, I would think that she was doing just like whatever I was doing. And whether she admits it or not, it's really not my business. This is me talking about what I want to talk about here. Because it feels good to talk about stuff like that. The broken hearts or people that I might have hurt back in the day could actually watch this. They could know that I actually remember their stories. Maybe it'll hurt less. Maybe they get healing. Oh, well, I want to say healing, but maybe they might start to trust in Jesus again, start believing in God, and receive the Holy Spirit. Not because I'm saying all that, but just to know that somebody cared more than they thought they did, and remembered a little bit more than they thought they did. And maybe that could help them, or it could assist them in some type of way. So, I want to be able to talk about stories like that and be able to admit to that kind of stuff, because I know that anybody that came across my daughter, I would at least want them to have that type of decency and respect for her if things didn't work out or something, you know what I mean? I just wanted to end that off with that. And